Hey there, folks. How you doing? What is it? Tuesday night. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's great to have you on this stream. I know people are still continuing to get in here, but you know I've got the comments down here. So if you've got comments, feel free to leave them. But I just thought it'd be good to have a chat, bit of a catch up, see how you guys are all doing during this period because. Normally, you know, we're out and about and we're going to shows and we're going to events and things like that. So, you know, this is pretty much what we've got at the moment. This is, I guess, how we catch up these days. So, you know, hopefully it's not too much longer and things will get back to normal. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, we just gotta get through it. But I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of insight into pretty much like what we've been up to during this period because we've been absolutely flat out shooting music videos and other content for different artists and businesses and things like that. So it's been a great period for us because I guess during this time, like a lot of people, you know, the only way they can really reach each other is through the net. So it really works well with what we do and, you know, just trying to get people's messages out for them, I guess. So. Yeah, so happy days. How's your Tuesday going? Mine's going pretty good. I'm on the water today. Only drink on the weekends. I just had a good session at the gym. So we just finished that and now we are here. So I thought it'd be a bit of fun to show you guys a few of the projects that we've been working on recently with some different artists. It's been an absolute thrill to be working during this period because a lot of the places outside there haven't really been that many people, you know. So we've been lucky enough to get out there and just be blessed with these incredible landscapes that don't really have too many people around. So I've been thankful for that. So Rob's tuned in. G'day, Jay. Good to see you again. Good to see you. And Jake Davies tuned in. I'm going really well. Check out Jake's stuff. He's been doing some really cool stuff. Does a lot of photography, a little bit of video, and also a lot of recording at the Jake Davies studio up there in Newcastle. So I'm going well. I hope you're going well too. You know, it's just one of those times. You know, just got to keep busy and keep going. Yeah. So let's have a look at one of the music videos that we've been working on recently. So. I've kind of prepared a little bit of a list here with some of the stuff we've done. And I'm going to start with a fantastic artist named Lucy Tiger. Now, we shot a clip for Lucy not too long ago. We're going to be shooting another one for Lucy this weekend. And Lucy is really cool because she's got this real American sort of road trip style feel. That's kind of how she describes her music. And it's something really different that I haven't heard too many Australian artists do, which I absolutely love. So... definitely going to go to that, but first got to read a few more of the comments. Ronnie's tuned in. Love Ronnie. We got another music video coming up with Ronnie. I'm really looking forward to shooting that one. It's going to be a real special one. And Sharon here. G'day, Jay. Lol, no videos down here. No, I guess down in Victoria is pretty tough time at the moment, but hey, hopefully it's not too long and things will be back to normal. Who we got? Dax is tuned in. Hey, man. We got Jared. Hello. Great to see you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I think it's time that we go to this clip. So this is a clip that came out from Lucy Tiger, and it is called Greenwood. I hope you enjoy.
Go out of style. I'd follow you down that dusty road, sit shotgun in your pickup while the sunset glowed. Oh honey, I think we could go for miles and miles. Bet I'd drive you all the way down south, but my daddy just wrote my car out, 'cause after staying here for a time, oh yeah. Let's get a room down the line. Don't you know the motel I'm 49? Staying here for a time, oh yeah. Gonna be in Greenwood for a while. he never holds up his end of the deal. Now I'm on my way to God knows where. Love is fun, but I tell ya it just isn't fair. So my soul to the devil just to get a new set of wheels. Said I'd drive you all the way down south, but my daddy just wrote my car out. It's like we're staying here for a time, oh yeah. Let's get a room down the line. Don't you know the motel on 49? It's like we're staying here for a time, oh yeah, yeah. Said I'd drive you all the way down south, but my daddy just wrote my car out. It's like we're staying here for a time, oh yeah, yeah. Let's get a room down the line. Don't you know the motel on 49? It's like we're staying here for a time, oh yeah. Gonna be in Greenwood for a while.
Yeah, so that one is Greenwood by Lucy Tiger. So at this point, I'm streaming on Facebook, as you guys are probably watching, and also on YouTube at the same time, because we're pretty clever like that. But yeah, I just wanted to know like how you guys were going during this period, and see how you've been holding out, because it has been a pretty tough time for a lot of people. You know, everyone's in a different circumstance. Like some people have had it really good, some people have had it really challenging. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys and whereabouts you're from too. So we've got Donna Fisk has tuned in. Good on me. Thank you, Donna. And Stuart from Planet Country's also tuned in. Hope you're doing well, man. We did a great live stream with Planet Country a little while ago. It was great fun live here at the ranch, and you know, we had a lot of special guests. I think we had Christy Lamb and Damage, and Katie Jane was here. And it was really cool to put on, I think, you know, the first, I guess, late night style country like talk show. It was a lot of fun. So it was great to do that. So yeah, pretty much. Georgina's tuned in. Hey Georgina, hope you're doing well. I've got another question as well. What do you guys think? Because there's been a lot of negativity around this year. Everyone's been feeling pretty rough. So I want to know what you think the best thing about this year has been. I know for myself, there's been a lot of different things that I've actually really enjoyed about this year. During the peak of, I guess you could say, the lockdown back around, I think, March and April. It was really great to be able to spend a lot more time with the family and, you know, just get away from work a little bit during that period. And, you know, I guess you really see what's important, because we spend a lot of time rushing around all day just doing things and, yeah, getting that done. So I really enjoyed just having a bit of chill out time, to be honest. It was great. Yeah, so Maddie's tuned in. Hey, Maddie, hope you're doing well. Maddie, I think's up the Goldie way now. I love Queensland, even if they decide that they like to lock me out every now and then. It's a bit of a shame. It's probably been the most frustrating part of this entire pandemic, I guess I should say. So yeah, so let's move on. So you know, I spent a lot of time working on other people's music, which is great. But while this period has been happening, I've also been doing a little bit with my own. I've got a new single that's going to be coming out, hopefully not too far in the future. I just got to finish my own music video for it. But we've also been doing a couple of acoustic things. So there's a great little studio down at Kiama. I've been working with Matt down there at KHM Recordings, just doing a couple of acoustic versions of songs. So this next one I'm going to play for you guys is actually one of those acoustic versions. So anyone that knows my songs will know this one. This is the second single that we put out, and it's called Any Love Before. I'm giving you that come here smile. I know you know that look in my eyes. Baby, I can't get enough of your kiss. So it's up in my truck and down through the gears. Baby, I love having you right here. I wanna take you all in. There's nothing I want more than this. Singing, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna show you what it means to love, brighter and higher than the stars above. I take you to a place where angels sing the most beautiful love that there's ever been. You're like a sunset before the night. Don't want it to end, just wanna hold you tight. There's a million ways to show you, and I'm gonna find them all. Longer and deeper and stronger than any love before. So let's sit in my hood, yeah, drink a couple of beers. Let me whisper sweet nothings, baby, in your ear. City lights got nothing on your smile. Baby, I've never felt this way before. Can't get enough of you, yeah, I want more. I got a feeling we're gonna be here for a while. Singing, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna show you what it means to love, brighter and higher than the stars above. I take you to a place where angels sing the most beautiful love that there's ever been. You're like a sunset before the night. Don't want it to end, just wanna hold you tight. There's a million ways to show you, and I'm gonna find them all. Longer and deeper and stronger than any love before. I take you to a place where angels sing the most beautiful love that has ever been. You're like a sunset before the night. Don't want it to end, just wanna hold you tight. There's a million ways to show you, and I'm gonna find them all. Longer and deeper and stronger than any love before. Any love before. Yep, so that's Any Love Before acoustic. Yeah, it was really fun to put that together with Matt down there in Kiama. So if you're a singer-songwriter and you want to do some recording, just some acoustic stuff, he's got a great studio down there. So yeah, we've got some more comments coming in. Guys, share the stream, get it out so we can get more people on here, and we'll have a lot more fun. It'll be great. So one of the comments that came in was from Georgina, and she said the positive for me has been getting the time to find and appreciate new music, joining in the lives and listening to artists that I may not have had the time to listen to or thought of listening to. And I think that's been a great one, because a lot of artists have really come out swinging in the live category kind of field, which is great. So Stuart agrees. It's been really great to watch a lot of the artists do their lives. So with my at the ranch, like, we've had Jane Denham do not only a duo show but also a full band show, which is fantastic. We've had Southbound here. We had Ronnie also here, and some of the artists that have been doing streams elsewhere have just been great to watch too. There's a few notable mentions, I think. I don't know if you guys have been watching any of Hayley Jensen's lives. She's been doing some fantastic stuff and getting some really big numbers on those streams too, which is great. And some of these artists are going to come out of the pandemic and they're going to be doing really well. Because they put so much effort into building a base during this period. So Hayley's been doing fantastic. Trav Collins has also been doing some fantastic streams, and also really bringing that community together, which I think is really important for artists, and what they do is bringing people together. So Trav Collins has been great, and also The Wolf Brothers with their Wolfpack live streams have been fantastic, bringing on all the special guests every week to have a bit of a chat. And that's been really, really great too. So a lot of artists have been taking different approaches to the live streams. And I think that's great because you get to see a little bit more of their personality, which I really like. So... One of the other comments was it's great to hear like the stories and the journey behind the songs, which is very true. It's very true. You can you can hear a little bit in concert, but you got to keep the music flowing. But with a live broadcast, you can get into the stories a little bit more, which I think is such a great aspect of this particular type of media. So we've got EJ. Your singing is so epic. Oh, thank you. And Jake Gilroy, man, you look hot. Good in that jacket. Thank you for tuning in, Jake. Jake plays in Forever Road, and we used to play together many, many years ago. And I just noticed that in my Facebook memories, it was probably only 7 years ago. Yeah, it was roughly 7 years ago that we played for the first time at the Gympie Muster as Forever Road. And that was such a great gig. It was one of our first big festivals that we did as a duo. And that's what really kind of kicked it off for us as a duo. We had some fantastic shows, and we got a lot of buzz around that particular gig because we just went in there and put on a full-on rock show, basically. So we had a really great time doing that. We got to meet Jimmy Barnes and hang out with Darryl Braithwaite, and he was doing the horses during his show as well. So yeah, it was really, really cool to see all that. Hey. So we've got Dax setting up the radio station and the Dax Chats interviews. Yeah, it's been awesome to get those chats. I was lucky enough to get on the Dax Chats show, and we had a good chat about a lot of different things. Dave really did his research for that one. We talked about everything because I run a couple of different YouTube channels. Obviously, one for music and one about like investing in business because I love that aspect as well. And all the other stuff we've done, like producing music videos and the shows. I just wish there was a few more shows at the moment. I'm sure you guys feel exactly the same. We've got Darren that's tuned in. Hey mate, hope you're doing well. I was so glad that I managed to get up to Brisbane when the borders opened for like 2 seconds and do a bit of work with Darren. He's got a great photography company. It does a lot of boudoir shoots. So for you girls that want to get like some of those style of photos, Darren's a great guy, and it was great to film with him. And we've got Mason. It's you. That's a really good inside joke. We've been working on a clip with Mason, and Mason is a great guy, and I think we're going to have a great clip out of that. I'm looking forward to hearing the finished product of the song, and we'll get that clip out very shortly. And Tiana from Ohalo is also in the stream. That's fantastic. We've done a couple of clips with Ohalo, and they're great gals. They're a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed producing those clips with you guys. I think they're quite interesting concepts, especially don't open that door, like with the whole dream feel. It's a really cool clip. Make sure you go watch it. It was really fun to put together, and we shot that up in Noosa for the most part, I think. So yeah, it was pretty awesome fun. I love going to Queensland. I just wish I could get up there now. Yeah. All right, what do we got? We got Georgina Haley Jensen. Her Breaking Heart single is fantastic. Last week, Haley had 500 join in her live stream. That is fantastic to hear. That is so great to hear. That's great numbers for a stream. That's right up there with the Trav Collins and the Wolf Brothers. So it's really impressive. And Haley's one of the best singers in Australia. Regardless of any genre. I was lucky enough to do a track with Haley, Tread Gently, which you guys might have heard. And yeah, getting Haley to sing on it was awesome. And I know Jamie Tate, my producer that produced that track, he also really loved having Haley in the studio. He said that the waveforms looked exactly the same because she just sang it perfectly every time. She did a couple of takes and they were just perfect. So are you reading YouTube comments? Yes, I just have to get over to YouTube because I have to watch what the stream's doing here. But yes, I am reading the YouTube comments in the break, in between clips. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you're doing well and keeping busy. I think the best thing that you can do during this kind of time is just keep yourself occupied. And I found that's been a way to, make sure the mental health stays strong. Just make sure you're following the purpose that you exist for. Whatever that might be. We all have different things that we do. So I think I might go to another track. So we've been pretty busy during this period, working with a lot of different artists. And another one of the artists that I recently shot a clip with was with Southbound, which is a great all-chick country rock band. It's got Missy Lancaster, Rachel Farhim, also my amazing fiancée, Andrea Krakowska, and also Sarah Bernardo. So we had a great time shooting this particular clip. The song is called Drink. So I'm going to cue that one up, and hey, keep leaving those comments. I want to see them.
Had a couple of beers one time, fixed a couple of Sears one night. Wasn't thinking about him no more. Then I found my way all the way to the dance floor.
Then the shots started rolling around. I was hitting every bar in this town. Then me, my friends, and everybody else might have made a little fool of ourselves. I blame the whiskey, tequila, the double margarita, the wine, the gin, whichever bottle, baby, I'm in.
I said, hey, na 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 na. I'll have a pina colada or a sex on the beach if the beach is in reach. I said, hey, na 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 na. Bartenders pour what I wanna, and what I want is a D-R-I-N-K.
Might have sang a couple songs last night. If there's a microphone, I just might sing every song on my karaoke playlist. Bet our boy had a strange kiss.
Whoops! I blame the whiskey, tequila, the double margarita, the wine, the gin, all the bottles, baby, I'm in. I said, hey, na 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 na. I'll have a pina colada, or a sex on the beach if the beach is in reach. I said, hey, na 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 na. Bartenders pour me what I wanna, and what I want is a D-R-I-N-K. Na 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 na.
Line 'em up, 2, 3, 4.
Bring the whiskey, tequila, give me another margarita,
The wine, the gin,
all the bottles, baby, I'm in. I said, hey, na 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 na. Give me a pina colada, or a sex on the beach if the beach is in reach. I said, hey, na 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 na. Bartenders pour me what I wanna, and what I want is a D-R-I-N-K. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
na 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 na. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a fun clip. We had a great day shooting that, and finished that with a live stream. So it was a huge day that day, massive day. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I think we might do a couple more tracks, but I want to hear some really strange questions. I want to mix this stream up a little bit. I want to make it really interesting. So if you've got some really strange questions, I would absolutely love to hear them, and I will endeavor to do my best to answer them. So we'll see how we go. It's a shame this stream would probably be a little bit more interesting if I could get on the beers. But it's during the week. Probably shouldn't drink too much because I know back when I was doing a lot more teaching, you end up drinking a little bit too much. At the end of the day, it's pretty stressful. But But yeah, so water today. Water's much better for you. Much, much healthier. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, you guys might have seen pretty recently that we've been doing a little bit on YouTube also. I started a YouTube channel that's sort of revolving around investing in business. So it's called Australian Wealth. If you guys are interested in that kind of thing, please subscribe. We're putting out so much content Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like really in-depth videos, research, all that kind of thing. So most of my business stuff is over there. And of course, over on Facebook, you guys get the photos, and that's I love like just creating content for folks. It's awesome. So we've got what a fun song by Southbound. Yeah, they're great. I think they're doing something else pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that. Kylie Martin has tuned in. Hello, Kylie. Hope you're doing well. Kylie's down the South Coast way, I think. I'd love to get back down there. We did a clip down there recently with Andy Penko. Which I might play a little bit later. We had a lot of fun shooting that one. Andy's a great guy. He's recorded with Shane Nicholson, and he's recently put out a couple of singles and I think the EP. So he's really cool. Check out Andy. Mason, what's the weirdest gig you ever had? Well, I've had some strange gigs. I'll tell you the one that sticks out in my mind the most. So we did a gig down the Snowy. I won't mention the resort, but we did a gig down the Snowy, and basically what the gig was we had to play on the side of the mountain. So you could imagine, like with a band, you've got quite a lot of gear. There's a lot of gear that you've got to set up and everything. So we knew this, and we actually I got to where we were meant to be like 2 hours before. So we're at the base of the mountain 2 hours before, and we had to get all of our stuff onto trolleys, and then we would take that up on the first train, the ski tube, and then we'd have to get off that ski tube, transfer all of the trolleys, and then go up again and go through a kitchen and then go up through an elevator. So that was insane. So we loaded all our stuff into the trolleys, and we're pretty much ready to go. We're sitting there for about 30 minutes waiting for the tube to come back, and then we get told by one of the workers there, those trolleys aren't the ones that fit. They don't fit on the ski tube. So we're like, oh my God, are you serious? So Vaughn's on the stream. He remembers the gig. Yeah, we had Vaughn. So those trolleys didn't work. So we had to then go and change to different trolleys. And we were sitting there for longer and longer, and nothing was coming. So eventually I was like, what the hell's going on? So we eventually got on the ski tube, and we loaded that into the ski tube. Then we went up the mountain. We changed over to a different ski tube, went up the mountain some more, went through the kitchen, went up the elevator, and then they go, oh yeah, so we're just going to set you guys up outside. And we went outside with this guy, and it was like zero degrees. Like, it was so cold. And they wanted to set us up on the edge of the snow. And we were like, you have to be joking, right? So I don't know what they were thinking. So we basically just said, look, like, it's too cold. Like, we cannot play out here. So they ended up putting us back inside the bar. And because they gave us the runaround, we only ended up playing for about an hour and a half instead of 3 hours from when we were meant to play. So that was wild. That was probably the craziest gig I think I've ever done. I've got a few more crazy stories. One time we played at a gentleman's club, so that was interesting. So we'll leave that story for another day. So Stuart, what's the strangest thing you've seen in the crowd from the stage? I've seen a lot of strange things, many things that I shouldn't say on this stream, because this, of course, is an all-ages stream. We have people that are, kids that are watching this. We have adults. We have grandparents that are watching this. So I can't mention a few of the strangest things that I've seen from stage. But I think what I saw at some of the B&S balls that we played were pretty wild. They were pretty crazy. And I saw, well, let's start with this story. I saw a guy basically punch a hole in the bottom of his can. First he took his hat off and he had a mullet. And he did the mullet shake, which I hear in the B&S circles is very attractive for the ladies. They love the mullet shake. So then he's punched a hole in this can. He's got down on his knee and he's got this can and he started sucking all of the beer out of it. And he did the whole thing and everyone was cheering for him. He crushed the can and threw it away. So I'll have to go back and have a think because I've seen a lot of strange things. One recently, we did a gig at Monkerai B&S. It's always the B&S balls. And while we were playing, the show was pumping. We were having a great time. And someone handed me a brontosaurus. Yes, a brontosaurus, the dinosaur. Someone just handed it to me. So I think there's some photos floating around on the net on my Facebook of me singing this song and holding up this brontosaurus. So that was really strange. That was probably one of the strangest things, because it was so out of context. It was, it's B&S ball, everyone's having fun, they've got paint all over them, and then they passed me a brontosaurus. So who knows? So Mason, that's enough to make your trolley go off. Yes, absolutely. That gig that we did down the snow was brutal. We had Vaughn Jones, who I think has been leaving some comments on the stream. We had Vaughn playing on the keyboard, and that was such a fun gig, because Vaughn's a great guy and does a lot of more classic country. Does a lot of playing with Troy Cassadaly and real great classic country stuff, and we introduced him a little bit to Rage Against the Machine and a few other rock and roll songs. So we had a lot of fun during those shows. As crazy as they were really a lot of fun. So I think I got time for a couple more tracks. So who likes Trav Collins? I love Trav Collins. He's got one of the greatest voices in all of Australian country. And I think, pretty sure he's born in Campbelltown, the sort of region that I'm from. So it's great to see another bloke from Campbelltown taking on the world and doing really great. Trav recently, has picked up a lot of Golden Guitar Awards and the CMC Awards when they were going. So it's great to see Trav finally break through. And I've been lucky enough to work with Trav on a couple of clips now, which was actually one of the goals that I had for this year. So I'm really glad that that sort of came about, and the work I was putting out, the team there at ABC and the management was really happy with what I was doing. So it was really cool to shoot those clips with Trav. So I thought I'd play one of these clips tonight. So the first one was Rainy Day, which is a really good one. It was black and white. But Trav recently has put out a new clip called You Wreck Me. And when I was coming up with the concept for this clip, I was like, what can we do? And I was thinking, wreck. Let's go to a wrecking room. Let's wreck some things. So I thought that would be pretty fitting. So we took a great couple in there and we just basically smashed things in slow motion. And over time they progressively got bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm going to play that clip for you guys now because it was what's a great song. There's really high energy and really fun. So this one is Wreck Me.
I got a whiskey buzz. Girl, you're taking me where it's getting kinda dangerous. It's hitting me just like an all-night song, and one little kiss from you goes on and on and on. You've got me going out of my head. You got my mind a mess. This night ain't over yet. You got this moonlight spinning around. The stars are falling down. My feet won't touch the ground. The way that you get me, baby, you wreck
Yeah, so that's Wreck Me by Trav Collins. And Georgina says we've had some great new music released during this time, and that is absolutely the case. You know, I'm expecting next year also to be an absolute perler of a year for music, because I think artists have had a lot more time to be writing during this period instead of being out gigging, which I guess is a plus and a minus too. So next year might be an absolute bumper year for tracks. We will just have to wait and see. Who knows? Who knows? But I've just realized, like, I have so many different music videos from here that we've shot over the last couple of months. You know, I want to be able to play them all. But, you know, I also need to eat. I haven't had dinner yet. And, you know, as you can tell, look, I'm gonna waste away. We can't have that, can we? Of course not. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of this one. Because we've been obviously pretty busy shooting music videos, and I love really interesting concepts. So I had an artist named Simon Astley from Tasmania get in contact during this period, and of course with the border closures, you're basically locked out of all the states. So Simon being down in Tasmania, you know, we had to come up with something, you know, without him in it, basically, because we just couldn't get him up to film, and you know, couldn't get down to Tassie and vice versa. So we had this idea, because the song's called Love for the City. So what I thought would be a really cool idea is, what about if we do a hyperlapse of this city? So for those of you that aren't too familiar with like filming terms and things like that, so a hyperlapse is basically like a time lapse, except it's moving. So things move really, really quickly. You're basically just traveling through time. So I want to show you guys a little bit of this, because I got up really early to shoot this. I think it was probably, I started shooting about 5:30, roughly, before, it was about 30 minutes before the sun came up. And I walked through the entire city. You know, it took me 5.5 hours. And what I'd do is I'd have the camera, and it would be photo, take a step, photo, take a photo, take a photo. Every 2 seconds, there'd be a new photo. So to get like a 4-minute song, you have to cover a lot of ground, because you think there's 25 frames for every second. So if you're only being able to take one photo every 2 seconds, like, you do the math, and it starts to really add up. So this entire thing was wild. It took us it took me like 5.5 hours to get through the city. You know, went past the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. So it was really cool to see the city at that time in the morning, and I had incredibly sore feet. Incredibly sore. But I just want to show you guys a little bit of this one. I'll just play probably about a minute or so, because I thought the concept was really unique, and I had such a great time doing it. So this one is Love for the City.
Staying awake while the world is fast asleep. These memories and life promises I'll always keep. Sound of traffic hums on the empty streets. Oh, the sweet lullaby of the night. I've got a love for the city. I feel alive. I've got a love for the city. Comes with a sigh of a new sunrise, as the echoes of last night's song slowly subside, and the world starts all over. It finds its rhythm and stride. Oh, the sweet romance of the night. I've got a love for the city. I feel alive. I've got a love for the city. That's what gets me high. Morning commuters with a place to go, running like clockwork in a steady flow. I wonder, do they ever really know how good it feels to just stand still. To just stand still. Morning commuters with a place to go, running like clockwork in a steady flow. I wonder, do they ever really know how good it feels to just stand still? To just stand still. I've got a love for the city, and I feel alive. I've got a love for the city, that's what gets me high. I've got a love for the city, and I feel alive. I've got a love for the city, that's what gets me high.
Yeah, so you can see we covered a lot of ground that day. I actually wasn't going to play the whole thing, but I was just so captivated, like watching it myself, because it's hyperlapses are really interesting. Getting to see the world like that is crazy, and to see it condensed down into 4 minutes after 5.5 hours is it's pretty cool. Every single frame that we shot made the clip. So we've got Clancy that's tuned in. So thank you for tuning in, Clancy. We did a couple of clips with Clancy, and she's fantastic. Lives out towards Oberon, and got to showcase some of the beautiful country out there, and also at Gilgandra, which was fantastic. So that's that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you spending the time tonight. I know there's a lot of choice in entertainment these days, in between like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and all these different platforms. Like, people are really, really spoiled for choice, even just on Facebook alone. So thank you guys so much for, coming and hanging out. It's been really enjoyable, and hearing from a few of you guys to see how you're all going. So I think I might play one more. There's a few more that I think I wanted to play, but of course, I got to make dinner, got to eat, don't want to waste away. So, one that I was talking about before was from an awesome artist named Andy Pankow, who recently recorded an EP with Shane Nicholson. So I've been doing a couple of projects with Shane, actually, from some of the artists he's worked with. We've been shooting the videos for them, which has been pretty exciting. So Andy is one of those artists, and the first clip that we did with Andy, we shot down on the South Coast, which is just a stunning region. I think it has some of the best beaches in the entire world. I've been lucky enough to travel a lot, and we've traveled to the Caribbean, Hawaii, some of the really famous beach spots. And I have to say, the South Coast, it really holds up. I think they have some of the best beaches down there. So getting to shoot that first clip with Andy down there was really great. And then the second clip that we did with Andy was called Wildflowers. And I got to work with a couple of great people on crafting the story. And what we decided to do for this particular music video was to basically... there was a couple, and they're in the city. They're just really not enjoying what they're doing in the city, and they just want to get out and get amongst the wildflowers. So we thought we'd create that concept in the music video, and one of the places that we wanted to shoot at had been absolutely burnt to a crisp, which was crazy, because it wasn't too far after those big bushfires on the South Coast. So we were actually really surprised. We were hoping to see a few wildflowers along this track, but alas, everything had just been been burnt, you know. So we still got to go to a lot of different places around like Kangaroo Valley and that sort of region that are just absolutely stunning. So that's one of the things I love about doing music videos, is really getting to showcase a lot of the Australian landscape and some of the incredible places that we have all over the country. You know, it's remarkable. We're really, really lucky here. Really spoiled for choice. So I'll play this one and then we'll sign off after this. So this one is Wildflowers by Andy Penko.
Wildflowers seem to grow pink and purple and as white as snow. Hills are rolling as far as I can go. Wildflowers on the side of the road. Wildflowers are all I can see. I wanna let them cover over me. Wildflowers like a deep blue sea. I wanna thank you for showing me the wildflowers growing free in my wild heart is beating inside of me. Wildflowers seem to grow all along the side of the country road. Trees are happy 'cause they all seem to know. Wildflowers love to put on a show. The wildflowers growing free in my wild heart is beating inside of me. Wildflowers growing free in my wild heart keeps beating inside of me. Wildflowers seem to grow all along the side of the road. Red and yellow and as bright as the sun. Wildflowers wanna pick you one.
Yeah, so that one is Wildflowers by Andy Penko, and we had a great time shooting that. That place where the cabin was is a place called Barranca, which is in Kangaroo Valley, and they were kind enough to let us use that, which was really nice of them. It's a great place to have a bit of a getaway, absolutely stunning, and like a lot of the regions down sort of south are just incredible. So Lincoln Piper, one of the best blokes I know on the South Coast. He's tuned into the stream, so good on you, mate. You're a legend. You're one of the best blokes I know. So we've got Daniel Higgins loves Andy's new track, and that's pretty much that. I think we're at the end of the stream. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Look after yourself. Be good. Be good to one another. And I think that's pretty much it. We'll catch you later.